let's go further into the find versus found dynamic of client acquisition. I don't know if you've run into this, but this is becoming more pronounced. So there are some advisory teams that we've coached with who have dabbled in the whole realm of search engine optimization. Okay, so the notion there is, okay, in our geographic area, when a prospective client has come to the realization that I'm done with my current advisor and they are alone with their thoughts trying to figure out, okay, where are my options? Often they'll go online. They'll go on a search engine. So here's the premise. What is that person looking for? What are their unmet needs? What do they want? What are they typing in to the search engine? I talked to an advisory team not long ago and I said, just go into ChatGPT and look at your value through the lens of the prospective client. So we took the ideal client profile that we created for this team and said, okay, I'm a first generation self-made business owner or professional or executive. I'm looking for a new financial advisor. What keywords should I use on Google to help me establish and find somebody where there'd be a good fit? That was the prompt, if essentially. And instantly, the keywords were presented. So now, again, it's less of the, spray and pray, much more targeted.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's a whole dynamic around what it is they're going to find when they get to that advisor's website as a result of that process. But I'd love to see if you have any insights on that just as a starter.
Well, I think the mind shift is we have to help these advisors have an abundance mentality, because by default they're looking. Am I there? I'm back?
You're there. Yeah.
Okay. The mind shift for these advisors is to move to a more abundance mentality. Because the focus oftentimes is, well, if we narrow our ideal client and we get very, very specific, we might be missing something, right? We're going to miss opportunities that fall outside of our area of expertise. So they are resistant to getting too focused, right? They still want to shoot the shotgun, and we're saying, no, you got to get the scope, right? You got to get the rifle and scope, and let's be very, very specific around the target. And the reason that they resist is they don't have an abundance mentality. They don't think there's enough targets in the channel that we want them to narrow and focus in on, when in reality, there's an incredible amount of opportunity, right? Wealth transfer markets are near at all-time highs. Depending upon who you talk to, the future looks very, very bright. I mean, there's all sorts of economic signs that are positive. It's just getting them to realize that, yes, we're gonna take away the broad shotgun approach. We're gonna get more specific, more targeted, and you will reap the rewards of that as a team with higher quality clients coming in who appreciate you that much more, because when they're finding you, right, what they're realizing is your messaging touches on their specific pain points, as opposed to being another full service open architecture wealth management firm who works specifically with high net worth investors and their families, right? The vanilla generic value proposition.
Okay, I want everybody to really, really dig into what Kevin's saying here, because yes, the abundance mindset is self-fulfilling, especially now based on the era that we're in. However, that necessitates a very deliberate approach to professional contrast. Like, how do you stand out and differentiate? So part of that is now your thought leadership, reputational equity, subject matter expertise. If you tie all of this into the search engine optimization driver for client acquisition, the natural conduit to that is creating content. Content that addresses unmet needs, that helps you elevate how you're perceived and how you're described.